Lopez. Nonetheless, he's always game for a big fight. And he didn't wait for Josesito Lopez to bring the fight to him. And now Josesito for Crowley going to the body again. And Lopez.
I mean, it's not surprising, but oh, big right hand for Lopez. Crowley willing to oblige him. Big right hook upstairs for Crowley.
Just smiling, dancing around the ring, and he is in to see if he can pull a rabbit out of his hat. But there you see, really trying to unleash, go to the body, and Crowley is not allowed.
Taking a look at some of the action, Miguel.
There was that little overhand, and there was a straight right from Lopez.
Low blow, inadvertent shot here, Miguel.
And I don't think that was a low blow.
And that of Crowley, the height and the reach is identical. As we continue with the action, it is the first of 4 here.
21 wins coming by way of knockout. Lopez. Campaign to the ring with a record of 20 wins, no losses. The Crippler Crowley.
Understood? Touch him up. Good luck to both of y'all.
Of 2020, almost the same time away from the ring, probably more than once tonight, Miguel, and it happens to be when
December. It's been a while for him. He is older.
With Crowley, he knows that Lopez is coming off of that link.
Oh, he doesn't have a good knockout percentage, only 9 knockouts in his 20 victories. He hits, but again, he's got a tough chin already, and Crowley, beautiful combination from Crowley as he landed with an uppercut.
Look, I have you beat in every which way.
He knows that Josesito Lopez is typically the more aggressive fighter.
Will we see the Josesito Lopez of old?
A bounce back in the ring, and that's what Cody Crowley is trying to take advantage of.
Crowley does not have that one-punch eraser, at least from our standpoint.
Knocks his guys and usually coasts to decision victories.
Under a minute to go here in the first, as now Lopez
emphatically in this fight to Josesito Lopez and make him a counterpuncher.
Come out early and catch him cold.
Absolutely.
I think Crowley is trying to demonstrate that, look, I am bigger than...
Wants to show Josesito Lopez, I'm in an entirely different class than you.
On our way to the second.
Run it down there, okay? So just keep it simple with the jab, get him out his ropes, then.
For an 18% connect percentage, Lopez through.
Certainly looks significantly slower than he was an underdog coming in this fight. Crowley's undefeated for a reason. Lopez, nonetheless, he's always game for a big fight, and he doesn't think Josesito Lopez is on the same level as him.
Has his back on the ropes in the corner.
He didn't wait for Josesito Lopez to bring the fight to him, and now Josesito Lopez a few times already.
When if Crowley gets a decision, oh man, he is unloading.
Tag, he's late to react, and Crowley knows it. And now Crowley's been the more active fighter, so you work on the body as we see a smile from Crowley.
Well, I like that Lopez's career over Kudratillo Abdukakhorov, in which he dominated. Let's be success, but so far it has been Cody Crowley.
A lot of firefights in his career. He has taken some big shots.
He got wobbled. I don't know if he was rocked or he was off balance or a combination. His face is reddening from some of the work of Cody Crowley. It's a case that dealing with a young southpaw who has volume
in over a year, this is not a recipe for success. I mean, he's feeling great about himself. And
look at this work. And now Lopez, I got to cut away some of the mobility that Crowley has.
To slow him up.
When you're in the wrong distance, that mid-distance, when he's right there, he can hit you with them solid punches.
Also connected, and then there we see a little bit low from Crowley.
So Crowley has been the busier of the two.
This was the most aggressive we've seen Lopez look here.
Lopez back with the straight left. Beautiful right hook there by...
But as we know with Lopez, his Mexican style.
Lopez isn't using any head movement whatsoever. He's just saying, all right, third.
That Crowley had.
I mean, is this not
possible for his opponent?
What I forgot to mention, after he beat Victor Ortiz, he went
for Crowley going to the body again, and Lopez.
Crowley willing to oblige him. Big right hook upstairs for Crowley. Crowley with the right hook, and he drives. Lopez did exactly what you said. Bite down in his mouthpiece, and he's
check and throw.
Big uppercut by Crowley. Back comes Lopez. I mean, it's not surprising, but oh, big right hand for Lopez. 10-year career.
Absolutely. I mean, it's why he's always entertaining to watch. Yeah, he is afraid of no one.
Sort of taking this sort of run and this.
There you see, really trying to unleash, go to the body, and Crowley is not allowed.
Keep up this pace, though.
And Lopez just teeing off, and Crowley's just smiling. Saying, as long as I know I gave everything I had and unloaded every single.
My goodness, Lopez has a strong and sturdy chin.
Wants to get his feet under him and deal with the southpaw.
To fight Canelo. He fought Canelo when he was 22, 23 years of age. But Lopez, I'm starting to see a little bit of veteran-like tendencies, you know, hitting
slow like he wants to.
Lopez starting off Crowley. And now comes Lopez, though. Look at Lopez go.
That he's in. Sometimes he's not favored, sometimes he doesn't win more than what he has shown in the first couple of rounds.
Those things that you accumulate over 18 years as a professional.
And then there was Crowley. Obviously, he's going to have
Cody Crowley, Josesito.
If you think you may have the upper hand in several rounds.
Just landed thrown through 3. Crowley, 46 of 116, a 39.
Similar to what we saw in the Stanionis fight where
He's not. He's 38 years of age. I mean, who am I to say I'm 35? Quantify just by looking at somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. He certainly has that strength that it may not appear.
Tremendous fight thus far. Because you are going to see so many things that he didn't see continue to go right after each other. Crowley looking to hammer away on Lopez.
Points to remain in the fight at all times, regardless.
Told you about those veteran-like tendencies, Meeks.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have a big chest, but he has that strength, that boxer strength. And Lopez.
Himself in this fight against Lopez.
I think Lopez has a mouse underneath his left eye.
And not allowing Crowley to build momentum. That was a champion at the time, and that was a beautiful body shot right there.
Lawrence Cole trying to keep the peace between these two. Probably got an education in the fight against Kudratillo Abdukakhorov, but I don't think Crowley's ever seen a style like this in his career.
No, absolutely not.
And made this a closer fight as we head to the 5th. From this rough and tumble, look at Josesito Lopez drilling right on the chin. I think, Miguel, that the first 2 rounds went better than expected.
He's certainly going to have to navigate through the gamesmanship of host.
I think if you're Crowley got so in is 79 of 344 with a 22% connect percentage. Criticism. Use your distance. You're a southpaw that can punch.
He doesn't have a very complicated game plan. You know he's in the boxing aspect where they're just able to outpoint.
I think needs to use his athleticism, his range.
It's like 3 jabs from Lopez.
Lopez in on the lightweight division. Jose Valenzuela, Francisco Vargas.
When he's going, it's working. I mean, the body shots.
You would think you would have the better legs.
Josesito Lopez, he's willing to exchange. He's done that to a lot of guys before, but
he's willing to absorb 2 or 3 big shots to deliver 1 or 2 big ones.
There you see the smile yet again from Crowley.
And Lopez wisely ties up close distance now. We are halfway home of this, our opening matchup.
To maintain the game plan that he came in with.
Go back to your fundamentals and the fact that you're the younger guy, you're the fresher guy.
His style is, look, I'm going to be in front of your face, the quick footwork. As we see Lopez now really trying,
making him not a hard target to find for Lopez.
He has gotten a better grasp of the Josesito Lopez's style.
Number, Miguel. 25 of 250.
Harder than what he may have thought coming into this fight. And that's what he needed to do against a guy like Josesito.
Driven to the perimeter of the ring.
Crowley boxes beautifully as Lopez tried to BBC and IBF champs hometown.
Manny Pacquiao.
There's a
point. Miguel is out hustling Josesito Lopez.
He's due. Certainly easier said than done test for Crowley, because this is a guy that's it's a very difficult style.
Couple rounds, big right hook for Crowley that connected upon Lopez. And I like that Crowley does everything off the jab. It is he's the file in. They showed Errol Spence on the big screen moments ago. To main event here at AT&T Stadium, 3 times surpassing that.
Again, using his technical abilities
between Cody Crowley and Josesito Lopez.
So a good step up and a good name to have on your resume. Home with the right hook of his own.
Lopez certainly made a name for himself. He is the only prize fighter. Jab, and then occasionally he'll mix in a right hook.
Straight right, delivered beautifully by Lopez, but Crowley able to counter. As we take a look at some of the jabs from Crowley, as he was able to knock.
I think it's a close fight. Miguel
Readjusted because Lopez started to come on in the third and fourth round.
It's adjusted to the southpaw style of Crowley, but I think it's the fact of, yes, it can swing when it comes to momentum and on the scorecards. Probably is that will leave Lopez open to beat
in this seventh round. Pinpoint accuracy on Lopez.
6, Crowley 35, Lopez 31. So both men fight either 4-2 in favor of Crowley or 3-3.
Realizing, look, I'm just going to have to use my technical abilities.
And sometimes your body can't respond. Oh, down goes Lopez.
Letting Lawrence Cole know, hey.
Because he's trying to get this back. Look at Lopez go now. And I think that plays into the favor of the Canadian. And using subtle head movements, using his distance. He has the pressure. Are strategic and trying to hammer away upon the body of each other.
Done a nice job at navigating through the pressure of Lopez. I think they can engage in a firefight with Lopez.
Lopez is that this seventh round is a 10-8 round. That is he's accurate, which he just was with that straight left.
Absolutely, it's starting both factors playing into that.
Seem to be okay. And when you hit someone on the top of the head, what it does is it affects that of December of 2020.
Looked extremely smooth.
You're just seeing that he's very heavy on his front foot.
To see a lot of punches coming. It really is apparent now here in these last two rounds.
Connecting by Lopez. Under a minute remaining here in the eighth.
Just smiling, dancing around the ring, and he is in
to defeat Josesito Lopez. A nice name on his dossier. It wasn't a vicious knockdown, but still on the score. That 68-64 scorecard likely
just not responding to what he wants them to do. He is
that is not to be the case over the course of the fight, because this is.
We'll have one more last stand from Lopez.
Oh, back and stop Lopez in his tracks. The medium members is starting to pull away and create a cushion. And does he throw with as much frequency as he did? He witnessed the change in the past 10 minutes of competition.
To see if he can pull a rabbit out of his hat, but
towards the ninth. Advantage. Lopez 105 of 395. Tell Lopez you are down big on the cards, at least from our perspective. And down goes Lopez, but no. Lopez gave a very good account of himself, but now it has been almost.
And I'm really trying to watch the corner of Lopez intently.
He certainly is, but I think Robert Garcia is like, if he is.
Yeah, Josesito Lopez is fighting in slow motion right now.
Thousands in attendance here at AT&T Stadium, wherever you're joining us around the world. As we are into the ninth. Fifth round on.
Don't stop. Don't push down.
He certainly needs something major, but Crowley right now picking him up.
Been frustrating Josesito Lopez from the fifth round on. Literally went all the way down in a crouching position.
Because Josesito Lopez is taking a lot of abuse right now.
Because do you want to be served up to young guys like this, or I mean, what do you want to do?
Fourth or fifth time his legs have buckled over the past few rounds.
Major here in this final round and a half.
Was actually scored a knockdown a few rounds ago. This looks like Josesito Lopez is fighting in slow motion, and he almost went down right.
Nearing the final 30 seconds of our ninth round. Conversation, what do you want to do with your career moving forward? Intact every which way from Cody Crowley. as Crowley has been in control of this.
Touch him up.
The right to finish this fight off, especially here late in the round, but he's
Crowley 18 of 59 for a 30% connect percentage. Lopez
you're either going to get the decision victory or the knockout will eventually come.
forward, but look at his face. His face red, and he just got
I
tagged.
think content with getting the decision victory. Certainly he would
Likely to elevate to 21-0, and I always say likely because
have a talk with them and say, hey, you know, to the younger, hungrier fighters that are undefeated and looking to landing at a good enough clip. But I think you heard Crowley's corner tell him that, hey, just continue boxing.
got this fight and be busy, but has been for a while.
He knows that he is the quicker fighter.
Couple of right hands by Josesito Lopez.
Nothing is ever certain in this sport.
No.
But now I think, as you said, is this what your career
A bigger fight. I want it. I deserve it. And he'll get it.
sport, the guys that he's fought, his resume, he has earned that.
This should be their sort of MO and
Left from Crowley there.
Crowley's having fun in there now.
No knockout, but he knows Josesito Lopez and how tough he is.
Over the course of my time, so have you, Miguel.
Exactly. I mean, wanted to do in your career, you fought the biggest names and fight at the 147-pound division with as many names as, but as we saw, just didn't have nearly enough.
AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. Body shots landed. I mean, look, he had 18 good years in the sport. Cody Crowley, it's across the board. Don't you believe me again?
Should be a very easy decision.
The decision is unanimous. Here are the score totals. Cody the Crippler Crowley.